everybody, so we're at chapter 37 of Children, Blood, and Bone, and we're in Amari's perspective in the middle of this fight between Zeli and Enan. So we have all three of our narrators in one place. Despite all the years spent fighting my brother, watching him now was like watching a stranger spar. Though slower than usual, Enan's strikes are merciless, fueled by a burning rage I cannot comprehend. As he and Zeli trade blow for blow, their battle flows to the constant clinks of his sword and her staff. When their fight pushes them farther into the forest, Tzain and I run after them. "Are you all right?" Tzain asks. I long to say yes, but watching Enan, my heart fractures. After all this time, he's so close to doing the right thing. "They're going to kill each other," I whisper, flinching at their hate-fueled blows. "No," Tzain shakes his head. "Zel's going to kill him." I pause and study Zeli's movements, powerful and precise, the fighter she's always been. But she's not trying to knock him down. She fights to take my brother out. "We have to stop this." I run forward, ignoring Tzain's pleas to stay back. The battle pushes our siblings down a hill, deep into the forested valley. I sprint to reach them, though the closer I get, the more I don't know what to do. Should I extend my blade or stay defenseless and throw myself in harm's way? They charge at each other with such a vengeance, I don't know if either plan would stop them. I don't know if either would make them hesitate. But as I run, a new dilemma distracts me. The pressure of unseen eyes. It's a weight I would know anywhere, honed from a lifetime of carrying it inside the palace walls. As the sensation grows, I stumble to a stop, searching for its source. Did Enan summon other soldiers? It isn't like him to fight alone. If the army's approaching, we could be more vulnerable than I thought. But the seal of Arisha doesn't appear. Instead, leaves tussle above us. Before I can extend my blade, a whipping sound cracks through the air. Nayla crashes to the ground with a yelp. Thick bolas wrap around her legs and snout. I pivot as a net shoots over her massive frame, capturing her with the ease of a practiced poacher. Caged roars shrink into frightened whimpers as Nayla fights in vain to get free. Her whimpers shrivel into silence. She's helpless as 5 soldiers emerge from the forest and drag her away. "Nayla!" Tzain jumps into action, skinning knife brandished. He bounds forward with impressive speed, blade poised to cut. "Ugh!" Tzain tumbles to the ground like a boulder with bolas binding his wrists and ankles. The hunting knife skids against the forest floor as a net is launched, trapping him like a jungle cat. "No!" I run after him and extend my own blade. Heart slamming against my chest, I dodge a whipping bola with ease, but when the 5 figures who took Nayla reappear, I don't know where to turn. They blend in and out of the shadows, masked and clad in black. In brief flashes, I catch their beady eyes. Not soldiers. But if not more of Enan's guards, who are these fighters? Why do they attack us? What are they after? I slash at the first figure who approaches and duck to avoid another strike. Each attack wastes precious time. Time Tzain and Nayla do not have. "Tzain!" I call after him as more masked figures emerge from the darkness and drag him away. He fights against the net with all his might, but a swift blow to the head leaves his body limp. "Tzain!" I slash my sword at lunging assailant, striking a moment too late. The masked man grabs my weapon and disarms me. Another covers my face with a soaked cloth. Its acidic smell burns to a vicious sting, raging as my vision darkens. So we just ended chapter 37, so we have a new potential hiccup on our quest here. So in the middle of this massive fight between the two, now somebody's captured everybody. We don't know what totally is going on here. So take a moment to summarize chapter 37, and we're on pause the video with it, words, and we're continuing on with chapter 38. So we're staying in Zeli's perspective, or switching to Zeli's perspective. Amari's screams reverberate through the trees. Enan and I freeze mid-attack. We whip our heads to see Amari struggling with a masked man several meters away. Though she thrashes, a black glove closes over her mouth. Her eyes glaze before rolling back. "Amari!" Enan takes off after her, and I move to follow, but the forest is empty. I can't find Nayla. I don't see Tzain. "Tzain?" I brace myself against a tree and survey the silhouetted trees filling the valley. A cloud of dirt plumes in the distance, a netted body heavy and strong. A limp hand presses against the cords. No. Tzane! I sprint, faster than I knew I could run. It's like I'm 6 years old again, reaching after the chain, clawing after Mama. I push the memories down as I go, screaming Tzane's name into the night. This can't happen. Not to me. Not to Tzane. Not again. Tzane! My scream rips my throat raw. My feet quake as I pound against the dirt. I pass Enon in pursuit of Amari. I can save him. No! Tight cords wrap around my ankles, pulling me to the ground. The breath rushes from my chest as a net ensnares my body. Ugh! I scream again, twisting and kicking as I'm pulling through the forest. They've taken Tzane, they've taken Amari, and now they're going to take me. Rocks and twigs tear at my skin, knocking my staff from my hand. I try to unearth Tzane's dagger, but it too escapes my grasp. Dirt flies into my eyes, burning as I blink the debris away. It's useless, I've lost. The cord pulling my net snaps. My body rolls to a halt as the two masked figures dragging me pitch forward with a start. In a flash, Enon lunges, striking while they're still on the ground. One masked man runs, seeming to disappear under the gaping tree roots. The others move too slowly. Enon rams the hilt of his sword against the man's temple and his knees buckle. When the man crumples to the ground, Enon turns on me. He readjusts his grip on his sword. A fire rages behind his eyes. My fingers tremble as I rip at the cords with my bare hands, struggling to free myself. As Enon approaches, the seal of Orisha catches the moonlight, carrying every pain endured under its Lepanar's watch. The guard's boots, the blood in the dirt, the black chain around Mama's neck. The way they kicked Tzane down. The way they threw me to the ground. Each new memory constricts everything inside me, crushing my ribs. My breath catches as Enon crouches down and pins my arms under my knees. This is how it ends. Enon's blade flashes from above. Exactly how it began. So, take a moment, summarize chapter 38, and we're continuing straight on to chapter 39. So we're in Enon's perspective. I'm so close. This one thought consumes me as I stalk toward the girl. Trapped in the net, she's defenseless. No magic, no staff. With this one kill, I'll fulfill my duty. Protect all of Orisha from her madness. Every sin committed in this hunt disappears. The only living being who knows of my curse goes with them. Huh. I pin down her arms with my knees, pressing harder when she fights. I raise my sword and push down on her sternum with one hand, angling to drive the blade through her heart. But the moment my hand touches her chest, my magic roars through my skin, a force that can't be stopped. Stronger than any magic I've felt. Ugh! I wheeze. The world disappears in a burning blue cloud. Though I fight, I can't get out. My curse holds me down. Red skies, shrill screams, running blood. In one moment, the girl's whole world flashes before my eyes. Her heartbreak rips through my own chest, rawer than I knew pain could be. Cold rock hits my bare feet